Now, this is the kind of thing that should have happened in RWBY. Like, this is actually good storytelling because it shows us how RWBY was able to come up with the strategy that she did. And the fact that, yeah, she is actually very intelligent. And despite, her nervous tendencies that she has. And I like how, in another one of the mangas, comics, except for the DC comic one, because that one was bad. I like the Grimm there, but other than that, bad. Had mangas, comics, and songs, they do much better storytelling than the actual show has done since Volume 6. A lot of people say that Volume 4 is where it went all downhill, but I give them a pass on that one because they're trying to tell 4 different storylines all at once. And it's like, that's difficult even for professional writers. So hacks like these, doing that, no, that wouldn't really be possible now, would it? And I will say this is, I do give pass on certain concepts. It's like the fact that, well, doing racism is not an easy thing to do, especially if you have not experienced it yourself. Like, me and my friends, for one of our things, we are doing the research that we can before we try and do something like that. Also, yes, I see the dangly in my nose. But anywho, ooh, hold on, it's gonna be bothering me. There we go. But yeah, and the Schnees, yeah, they were all pretty well written. Granted, anyway, that's all I have to say on that. Oh yeah, and Bumblebee was forced ship baiting. And that, some people like to say things like, oh, Baljeet is forced representation and stuff like that. No. Ooh. Bumblebee was forced representation because of the fact that there had been clear signs and build-up to Black Sun. And the writers can try all they want to save face. He's saying, oh no, Bumblebee was planned from the beginning. No, it wasn't. And because if it was, you would have given us actual moments to showcase that these two could be more than friends. And to people who say, oh, Yang dragged Ruby in order to learn who Blake is, no. She dragged Ruby because Ruby is a nervous girl who doesn't do good in social situations, and she knows because Ruby told her she met this girl before that Ruby has met that girl before. Yang is an extrovert. Ruby is an introvert. Hello. That's not her being flirty. That's literally just Yang being over the top in her extrovertiness. And the whole I'll save you a dance thing, yeah. Female friends platonically dance with female friends. And my friend pointed out something very important. A well-written Yang would not have given Blake the time of day as much as she was doing in Volume 5, at the end of Volume 5 and onward. You know why? Because, according to the dipshits, no offense to you guys, I know you were doing the best you can, but yeah, I have to be honest with my phrasing. You guys in this case were dipshits. It had said, if something did not happen on screen, which to my knowledge, that means either in the show or in one of the books or comics, then it didn't happen. Blake never apologized for running away like she did. The second time, not the first. Granted, she never apologized for the first time either, so yeah. Uh, Yang lost her arm through transitive property because of Blake. I know I was talking about, how this is good storytelling, but that has something to do with this too. That is bad storytelling, not having them confront the issue before or trying to become even friends. Also, how the hell did Adam know where Blake was going to be? There was no indication that he was spying on her in any way. In fact, the first 2 times before then that we see Adam, it's implied that it's hallucinations from Blake and Yang, respectively. So, how did Adam know where they were going to be? Not to mention, no training for Yang other than maybe getting her other arm, or her new arm, broken in. Other than that, Yang had done no training. And Blake, especially, did no training. I mean, they're no stronger than they were when Adam kicked their ass during the fall of Beacon. And yes, Adam was tired. He was probably hungry. But with the level of skill he showed in the fall of Beacon, being tired and hungry would not have done jack shit to make him lose to them. He lost because of plot. And then, then they wrote out Sun just to be able to force Bumblebee down people's throats. Which, again, it could have been well written. But nope. Here's the thing. If they're trying to do a love triangle between Blake, Yang, and Sun, and then they should have shown more, actual romantic moments between Blake and Yang, showcasing that Blake, is conflicted. But no. In Monty's era, volumes 1 to 3, actually, volumes 1 to 5, so even past Monty's era, there were only romantic moments between Blake and Sun, the latter of who, even though he was probably upset with her too, he knew that it was more important to make sure she was okay. Even though she didn't want him there, he understood that sometimes, man or woman, and your wants are not as important as your needs. Yes, that's right. I think that as long as you're not doing it in a toxic way, it is okay to be pushy with a woman if that is what they need. And what Blake needed wasn't to be left alone. She needed the opposite. You all can get on my ass for being sexist. I don't care. The fact of the matter is, we as human beings, or in Remnant's case, faunus beings, no matter what skin or gender you are, or if someone's trying to be pushy with you, who make sure you know why, because they might just be trying to look out for you, making sure that you're not going to do something stupid, like turn yourself into a Boo from Mario. Those who know Mario know that Boos are ghosts. And again, at the end of the day, like Sun said, the decision to be there for you isn't up to you, it's up to them. If they want to be there for you, let them be there for you. Don't try and push people away like Blake does. And yes, I said does, because I don't think that if they continued, she would have stopped doing that. I think that if some shit happened, she would have run off again. Anywho, bye!